changed my own plan. I do that a lot. But actually should still make Houston and making it work just a little bit better, so I'll have extra hours, that and more, on this episode of
The Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and furry studio audience. That is Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Alright, here I am parked currently at the Allsups, A-L-L-S-U-P-S, in Chillicothe, Texas. C-H-I-L-L-I-C-O-T-H-E, Texas. There's also a Chillicothe, Missouri. I've actually been through there many times because there's a Casey's that I like to stop at because they got a great Casey's pizza, baby, yeah. But they're both pronounced Chillicothe. And then there's a Chillicothe, where you don't say the E, as far as I know, Ohio. Maybe I'm wrong on that. If I am wrong, put it down in the comments, correct my butt. Always amazes me how such an odd name like that shows up in so many different states. You know, I mean, it's not something like Mason or, you know, I can't think of another good one, like, you know, Burns or something like that. But Chillicothe, that's kind of an odd one, isn't it? But just like in Wyoming, we have a Dubois, D-U-B-O-I-S, and there's a Dubois spelled the same way in Pennsylvania, and they're both pronounced Dubois, not Dubois, like you would think. But, you know, city names are just odd. So, you know, Houston, okay. Dallas, fine. I live in Cheyenne, and of course most people can't spell that. C-H-E-Y-E-N-N-E, which is more really sounds like Cheyenne, but it's Cheyenne. Okay, went off a tangent there, sorry. Alright, so here I am parked at this Allsups in Chillicothe. It is Sunday the 5th. And I altered my plan. I do that sometimes. You know, this is where on the Garmin, on the trip planner, sometimes I'll do 3, 4, 5 different scenarios. And I wasn't sleeping too good, so I woke up and I made another plan. I'm like, okay, if I leave as soon as the 10's over and make it to Cheyenne, you know, in that evening, then I can start there the next morning, and then I can fuel up in Lyman, and I can drive most of the daytime hours all the way down here to where I am. I'd planned to go to Wichita Falls. When Wichita Falls, so falls Wichita Falls. Name that movie. I'll be interested to see if anyone gets it. Anyway, because if I do it that way, unlike where I was going to do 2 very long days, 2 longer breaks, I would have run out of hours completely by the time I hit Houston. And since it's completely out of my hands and I don't know what they're going to do when I get there, since I have an all-week window, if they're going to be, oh, well, we can't do anything today, then at least that way I still have hours and I can make it over to that TA if I have to. I'm hoping, I should be there by about 2-ish in the afternoon. And I have a window till 4 every day. So I'm hoping they'll start to unload and finish it before, you know, they leave. If not, I'm hoping they at least let me drop the trailer and they'll start. Then I'll just go park. And then I'll come back the next morning and hopefully they'll have it done pretty quick. That way I can get a load heading back towards Wyoming somehow. And again, thanks to everybody for all the suggestions. I have got a couple plans in the back pocket there, just in case. So we'll see what happens. The problem is it's completely out of my hands. See? Nothing. That's what I always hate in planning situations like this. And that's one thing about trucking that really sucks. You have no control. So much of it is out of your control. Of course, it's always your fault, drivers, right? We know that. So hopefully this will work out and I can make it happen. If not, I've already got a few different plans in the back of in my back pocket there that I might have to put into play. And again, thanks everybody for all the suggestions. What's crazy is with all I drove last night and then today, a total of like 1,100 miles, I didn't catch any ass wagons on the dash cam. I know, blows my mind. People were behaving for the most part. There was a couple people, you know, cutting me off, and nothing like outrageous, and I was just blown away. Usually almost every day I catch at least 2 or 3. But people were actually kind of behaving today. I don't know, because it was Sunday, maybe? I don't know. I know that does make a difference, and like weekday drivers are a lot different than the weekend drivers. But we're in the summer months now, and I always say that summertime you can always tell the ones who don't get out there on the interstates and all that much, because those are the idiots who pull off on the shoulder to get Susie's doll out of the back of the car. which is like one of the most dangerous things you can do. And they'll do it like a quarter mile from an off-ramp. Just because somebody has a license doesn't mean they're a good driver. So, not really much more to talk about. I won't get much sleep tonight because I have to do the exactly the 10. And I can't just go to sleep immediately when I get parked. Some of you may be able to do that. I was able to do that when I was younger. I can't do it as much now. Takes me a couple hours by the time I get here, wind down, take the dog out, get him fed, get me fed, blah, blah, blah. And then in the morning, I need at least a half hour, if not 45 minutes to an hour, to get ready to go before I leave. Again, taking Rusty out, getting him fed. Usually I'll cook up one of them Jimmy Dean's breakfast sandwiches. I got the croissant ones right now. They're real good. And I'll nuke that right before I get on the road so I can eat that while I'm driving. Or else I'll have a bowl of cereal or something. So, again, you do all that afterwards, in between, and before, you don't get a ton of sleep. So that's another reason I decided to make tomorrow's drive shorter. I say I had to stop about an hour earlier than planned, but I got about 6 hours and 15 minutes according to the GPS. So if I'm going to be a little more tired, I'd rather have a shorter drive than a full one like I had today. And besides, once I get there, if they take me and they put me into a dock right away, well, then I can go upstairs and lie down. Yes, upstairs. For those of you just new to my channel, I got 2 floors here, baby. Kitchen and living area downstairs and my bed upstairs. Yeah. If you are new to the channel and wondering, how I remodeled the truck, I've got 111 updates. I documented the whole damn thing from beginning to end, so you can see exactly how I gutted out the truck, started over, and completely remodeled it. And this is why I really hope I can stay out here and not have to park the truck, because the rates suck so bad now. I hope they get better because, I'm really enjoying my remodel. The toilet alone in here is a huge thing. I love the sink. I love the extra fridge only and the extra separate freezer. I love my full-size bed upstairs and that it's upstairs. I used to have to leave crap stacked up on my bed all the time that I had to shift over to the passenger seat just to lie down. Now, if I want to lie down while I'm at a shipper receiver, just ploop, ploop, ploop up the stairs, and I can take a little nap. I don't have to move crap. It has been a big change in my life. It has made it so much better. And, once I put a toilet in here, I don't know why I didn't do that years ago. And drivers, I'll say it again, you can get a porta potty at Cabela's or Camping World or something very similar to what I have. The only difference is it won't be permanent. You can get even the ones, because I looked into this Thetford Curve that has a plate you can screw down so it'll stay in place while you're driving. You just have to pop it off of there and take that bottom part and empty it every now and then like I do. You bring it into the shower when you do it, like that's how I do it. Or if there's an outhouse somewhere along my route that I happen to see, or at a shipper or receiver, I'll just dump it in there because that's real quick and easy to do. Why these trucks don't come standard with some sort of camping toilet or something like that is beyond me. Now that I know how easy it is to maintain and use and what a big change it makes in your life, drivers, I'm telling you, get yourself a camping toilet. I'm telling you, drivers, it'll change your life. And now, switching subjects again, back to the Garmin. Yeah, that's one thing I do love about the Garmin OTR 1000 is how you can do the trip plannings, and I do sometimes 3 or 4 of them. And I did at least that many, if not more, figuring this route out to Texas and what would work best. And yeah, I changed my mind again, and I thought, okay, well, if I leave right after the 10 from Ogden and make it down to Cheyenne, and then do another 10 there, I did actually a little bit more than that there. And then shoot on down here today. I could drive during the daytime and make it down to where I am now. Rusty, you're a meatball. And that way that still gives me hours. So if I get to the receiver tomorrow and they say, nope, we're sorry, you turn away, I'm okay. And then I don't have to do the whole PC thing, because DOT really, if you do that on the log, they're going to be like, what are you up to? So I try not to use it if I don't have to. So it just makes things a little bit easier. Right, Rusty? Yeah. And this turns out to be a great place to park here. It's not bad. You had fun outside. It's just a little hot, but, it's going to be. It's Texas, after all. And it's June. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like and comment. Get your comments as soon as I can. Sometimes takes 2 or 3 days because I'm a working truck driver. There's Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter, and as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. How you doing? All right, we'll have 3 beers. We don't have no beer, just tequila. Well, what's tequila? It's like beer. Well, if it's like beer, we'll have one. 3 tequilas. Okay, just try not to get in too much troubles, okay? Oh, look at him on 2 legs, all ready to go. All right, there it goes. All right, it's right there in your pet bed. You got it, because you're a big and stripped dog. You're a big and stripped dog. Sometimes he eats them too fast and he starts to cough. He's a big and stripped dog. He loves them bacon strips, looks for them all over the town. That's why he's always bouncing up and down. He's a bacon stripped dog. Added a couple more lines. All right, Rusty, you're enjoying that. Oh, yeah. Making quick work of those tonight. Look up here. Happy dog. Rusty!